A state visit is the highest form of diplomatic contact, a formal trip by a head of state, invited by the monarch. It's both a royal and political event, with grand ceremonies, banquets, and meetings. These visits symbolize friendship and aim to strengthen ties between nations. This year, the UK invited President Donald Trump, a decision by Prime Minister Keir Starmer's government. For post-Brexit Britain, securing US partnerships is a top priority. But Trump's divisive reputation makes this visit more than routine. The invitation has sparked national debate about diplomacy and values. It's a defining moment for the UK's place in global affairs. Inviting President Trump has split British public opinion. Nearly half of Britons think the government made the wrong choice, seeing the visit as an endorsement of Trump's politics. Opposition is especially strong among Labour and Green Party supporters. About a quarter support the invitation, arguing that maintaining ties with the US is essential. This group, often Reform UK supporters, sees the visit as practical diplomacy. The debate isn't just about foreign policy. It reflects deep political and cultural divides within Britain. Protests are planned, echoing the large demonstrations during Trump's previous visit. Opponents want to show the government's welcome doesn't represent everyone. Supporters focus on trade and security, insisting national interests must come first. For them, refusing the US president would be a diplomatic insult. The clash of opinions highlights a nation grappling with its values and alliances. The state visit has become a lightning rod for broader debates about Britain's direction. It's a moment of national self-examination. The controversy reveals as much about the UK as it does about Trump. The visit forces Britain to confront its own divisions. The special relationship between the UK and US is legendary, and every state visit is a chance to reaffirm it. The government hopes Trump's visit will boost trade talks and cooperation on global issues. But most Britons are sceptical. Polls show only a minority believe the visit will improve relations. Many see the ceremonies as political theatre, doubting real progress will result. Memories of Trump's first term, marked by unpredictability and America First policies, fuel this skepticism. People question whether a few days of pageantry can bridge deep differences. Still, most agree that a functional relationship with the US is vital, regardless of who's president. There's a pragmatic understanding. The office matters more than the individual. While Trump is unpopular, the presidency itself commands respect. The public wants effective management of the relationship, even if they doubt this visit will deliver. The visit is seen as necessary, but not transformative. It's about maintaining ties, not forging new ones. The challenge is balancing ceremony with substance. For many, the visit is more about optics than outcomes. Prime Minister Keir Starmer faces a diplomatic balancing act. He must manage a controversial visit while keeping the public and his party on side. Critics on the left say he's too welcoming. They wanted a tougher stance or no invitation at all. Few think he's been too critical. Most understand the need for diplomatic courtesy. The real debate is about balance. Has Starmer found the right tone? Supporters argue he's being pragmatic, prioritizing national interests over personal feelings. He's avoided direct criticism of Trump, focusing on shared values and areas of agreement. This cautious engagement is a classic political challenge, leading at home while dealing with difficult allies abroad. The public's divided reaction shows how hard it is to satisfy everyone. For some, he's too compromising. For others, he's wisely avoiding confrontation. His handling of the visit could define his premiership. It's a test of leadership on the world stage. Starmer's approach is under intense scrutiny. The outcome will shape perceptions of his government's diplomatic skill. Donald Trump is deeply unpopular in the UK. Polls show less than 20% hold a positive view. Most Britons range from disapproval to outright dislike, a sentiment unchanged since his first presidency. Many dislike his perceived arrogance, divisive language, and challenges to democratic norms. However, Reform UK supporters are more favourable, drawn to his populist anti-establishment message. This group is vocal but remains a minority. For most, Trump's visit is controversial because it's about more than policy, it's about values. British views on Trump are shaped by memories of his first term. Most recall it as a period of tension and uncertainty, with America First policies seen as threats to international cooperation. Trade disputes, climate policy reversals, and criticism of NATO left a lasting impression. These actions undermined the rules-based order Britain relies on. The legacy is skepticism and caution about getting too close to a Trump-led America. While some Reform UK supporters admire his tough stance, most Britons see instability. The past casts a long shadow over the current visit. Ask Britons if they want a Trump-style government, and the answer is overwhelmingly no. His policies and confrontational approach are unpopular across the political spectrum. Mainstream parties, Conservative, Labour, Liberal Democrat, show little interest in Trumpism. British values like the NHS, gun control, and international cooperation clash with Trump's positions. Only Reform UK supporters show notable interest, seeking a shake-up of the system. But this remains a fringe view. The state visit is a moment for Britain to assert its own political culture. Protests are as much about defending British values as opposing Trump. The visit highlights what Britain is and what it isn't. The royal family plays a central, ceremonial role in state visits. King Charles hosts as a matter of constitutional duty, not personal endorsement. Most Britons trust the monarchy to remain neutral, seeing the royal welcome as tradition, not politics. The public's anger is directed at the government, not the palace. The monarchy's ability to rise above political controversy is a source of national unity. The pomp and ceremony honour the office, not the individual. The distinction is clear. The royal family's involvement is about duty, not approval. The institution's strength lies in its professionalism and neutrality. For the public, the monarchy remains above the political fray. This state visit has become a mirror for the UK in 2025. It reveals a nation proud of tradition, but divided over politics and values. The event hasn't created these divisions, but it's brought them into sharp focus. The government's pragmatism is at odds with public anger over perceived compromises. The visit exposes the tension between practical politics and moral principles. It also highlights Britain's post-Brexit anxieties about its global role. The need for a strong US alliance is urgent, but the nature of that alliance is uncertain. The visit shows a country navigating vulnerability and ambition. For observers, it's a revealing moment. Britain is complex, passionate, and searching for its place in a changing world. The reaction to Trump's visit tells a story of identity, principles, and the future. It's an uncomfortable but fascinating look at the UK today.